Okay, my name's Zakashi, guys. In this video here, we're going to be doing a tier list since FRIEZA got buffed. And it's actually an incredible buff. It's a very, very incredible buff. But on top of that, we have UI signs, amazing Zenkai. He's actually very, very usable. And I think he might have a space. Maybe not, but we'll get to that. We got the tier list here, of course, and we're gonna actually start by putting units basically if they're in the talks over here, and then we're gonna start moving them up appropriately. I think I'll just start the God tier section, then I'll do the Z tier after, so it'll be like two splits of the video in a sense. Besides from that, I think that's it. We just got a lot of units here to deal with. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video, man. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 50,000 subscribers. We're very close. We're very, very close. I think we're like 1,000 and a little bit off. So if you're new here, you know what to do here. Press that red button, man. Let's actually get into the video now. Now, the video can't start without Dingy because he's the one that makes the tier list for everybody to use. The way all the units there, the image crops so that we can actually grab them and drag them on the tier list is created by Dingy. So make sure to follow my boy Dingy, DNGEE_YT on Twitter, man. Get him to like 3K followers if possible. Follow him for sure because every content creator that you watch that makes a tier list is provided by him. So shout out to him, man. Cool. So what I'm gonna start by doing is just dragging units into this section here. What did I do? Okay, I fixed it. That scared me. Okay, we're gonna just drag units into this section here if they're like somewhat relevant. So if there's no like argument for them, I won't drag them up at all. If they're not even relevant in this meta, I'm not gonna drag them up at all. So I'm gonna kind of like speed run this. I'm kind of dragging some things up just to please people as well. It's fun. That okay, so I think that's enough. I've dragged up everybody that has somewhat relevance into today's meta, with some people being the exception just because somebody's gonna be upset if they're not, you know. So I'm just dragging them up. Cool. I think we're done with that. Now we're gonna move into actually tier listing them appropriately in terms of God tier and Z tier. So yeah, let's get into this. Okay, cool. So I think without a doubt, I think there's a strong debate for a lot of people to have top 2 between these two. So we got Ultra Hit, top 1 hit, top 2 hit, top 3 hit, top 4 hit, and we got Ultra Kid Buu, top 1 Kid Buu, top 2 Kid Buu, top 3 Kid Buu, top 4 Kid Buu. I feel like without a doubt, one of these two are number 1. And if it's me, because this is my video, right? I'm taking top 1 hit every time. That time skip, it's actually unbeatable. It's so stupid, bro. In today's age as well, it's unbeatable, bro. It's actually so stupid how valuable the time skip is, with the fact that this guy being yellow is annoying, but he just rips him, and then there's this guy. It just hurts. Cool. Now we're gonna drag up a few other contenders just for sake. So we got the other ultras, UGB, we got Rose, and we got a special guest today. Making the God tier. There's a new member of the club. It's a top 5 club now. We got our amazing 5th man, or maybe he's not the 5th man because he kind of valid. We got GOKU and FRIEZA. The actual headliner of the 5th anniversary makes the top 5. Now, where are they gonna go in the top 5? How am I gonna order this right? This is very interesting because I feel like a lot of people have their opinions based on their experience, right? But I feel like without a doubt, out of these 3 in the back, UGB is heading last, and it's sad to say. It's very sad to say. It's very sad today, but it's okay for you UGB fans watching the video right now. Me as well. It's okay. He came out before all of them, so he's had a longer lifespan. It's only natural. Over time. Units don't get as favored and they're not as OP as when they released. It's natural. There's always going to be power creep in this game. Units don't last forever, and it just so happens it's time for UGB to just take a step back. But he is still making the God rank tier. Now, between these two units here, I'm not going to lie, Rose doesn't feel any different of Boost in my experience, but I have been seeing a lot less Roses. Rose's still very prominent, but in terms of when he was on Boost or prior to the anniversary, cool, blimey. With this guy being purple, crazy. Teaming up with this guy, crazy. But Rose's still up. He's still up. I'm not gonna lie. Powerful opponents are crazy. So I'm gonna put Rose above UGB, but I'm gonna put FRIEZA top 3. We actually have an LL unit in the top 5 in God rank. It's crazy. That hasn't happened in a long time. I feel like it's been forever. So let me actually further elaborate on this top 5 that I have here. Ultra Hits time skip clears the whole game. that's just the end of it, bruh. That's just the end of it. That's the end of it. Cool. Outside of all of these units, Kid Buu has the most favorable element, to be honest, outside of Hit being number 1. But there's not much other threats than Hit out for Kid Buu. So he's good, he's comfortable. He's got endurance, he's got hella things in his kit that make him good. The explosive green, blue card locks in. Ultra Kid Buu is like that. But Hit's gonna destroy him. And he's universe rep. So let's keep it a stack, let's keep it a ban. Ultra Hit 1, Kid Buu number 2. Go FRIEZA number 3. For 1, they're better purple than this unit here. For 2, they got a better team currently than this unit here. And for 3, they're type unit advantage over this unit over here. So being honest, this unit is just going to be so clear compared to these two in most cases. Fair enough, if you're Rose, you want to just two-hand him and say, my Rose is good, blah, blah. I understand, because my Rose is amazing. My Rose is better than Gold Freezers, is most Gold Freezers. But that's not the average. You know, in the meta right now, we got to think about it strategically. So we got Gold Freezer number 3. Let's keep it pushing. We got Rose number 4, simply because he's a one-man army. If you switch out once or he drop combos against you and he gets draw speed, his gauge is filling and he's gonna end your life. He also has a very good team with the powerful opponents, Kid Buu, Jiren, Hit as well. Future is still very solid with Zamasu. It's just dope. It's all dope. His team is strong, but the universe rep team just better. And he's type disadvantage over this unit here. So we got to think about that. On top of the fact that this unit gains value from going blue with FRIEZA to actually be type advantage over Hit, who's top 1 in the game. So in my opinion anyways. But yeah, so yeah, that pretty much solidifies these lot back here. I think it's a solid god tier section. I'm happy with it for sure. But of course, people are going to two-hand Rose, people are going to two-hand UGB. But hey, I'm a 35-time God rank player. I must know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I don't do anything else but play this game. Alright, so we got the Z tier section now, and Jiren's moving up first. This guy's he's too nice to not move up first. He's actually a lot more annoying to fight than, in my opinion, a lot of these god tiers. But at the same time, he doesn't necessarily have more value. Annoyance is not the same thing, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for sure. Put him in the Z tier. He doesn't match these units here, but when I run into Jiren, I know he's working behind the scenes like tech support, bro. He's always working like tech support. He's active. Cool. Here's where it's gonna get a bit what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order them here. So I'm just gonna bring up some people. Actually no, I'm just gonna bring them up. So I think Beast Gohan should definitely be brought up. He's a one-man army. He's still about. Gonna bring up the babes. Kawaii, I love her. Even though I don't use her, I love her. Shout out Pan, cutest in the game. Shout out how many is that? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Let's bring up Goku because of Gold Freezer. I'll bring up Zamasu too. Just bring him up for sake. Let me see who else might be involved here. Let's see who else might be involved here. Oh, how could I forget about him? Tag 4s go up as well. I think that's it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start dragging down units here as well, to just like get them out of the way, because they're blocking my eyes a lot. I'm gonna leave Future Gohan up there. Future Gohan has infinite life. Infinite life for real. For real. I'll just leave him up there because I'm glazing. Cool. Now we need to order these units, right? After Jiren, we need to order them. Now, in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, the hoes be too OP, bruh. I don't know why they designed her like that. Kawaii, she hot as hell, she good as hell, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. What the hell? Like, bro, she can literally take your vanish away, and now you're getting bombarded by somebody insane. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be Hits Time Skip, it could be Kid Buu, it could be Gold Freeze, it could be Rose, it could be UGB. Somebody is causing you problems, bruh. And that's just the end of it. Cool, let's move on from there. I think I'm gonna put Beast Gohan next, just off the fact he's individually great. But I feel like 17 slots right nicely next to Beast. Whether you want to put 17 above due to team value, that makes sense. But I feel like you don't need 17. As valuable as he he had potential to be so valuable, and he is still very valuable. You just don't need him with the fact that you have Gold FRIEZA, a lot of these god tier units, Jiren and Kawhi. You actually just don't need him. You don't need him. His value on universe rep isn't as hot as it might seem or meet to the eye. So I'm gonna have Beast over him. I think individual value for Beast is better than 17 on his own team, because people are just gonna use Gold FRIEZA, hit Jiren and Kawhi. Those 4 units definitely have more value than 17. Outside of the fact that 17's getting backpacked by his team, he's also a good asset for his team, but you don't need him on your team. It's like somebody being replaceable on your team. You're not going to use Ultra Broly over UGB. You just wouldn't. You just wouldn't. So I don't feel like his value deserves to be that high. It doesn't need to be, but we can leave him there. Cool. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got one more space, right? We got one more space in this top 10, right? So let's move everybody down. I think the last space, I would give it to last shot on the line, laser beam pointed at the face of the earth. You have to make it. Who am I going to choose? I think it. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. Okay, I'm stuck between these 3: Pan, Zamasu, and Forku over here. I'm stuck between these 3, and I don't know which one to choose. If it's me personally, I'm taking Pan. Me personally, I'm taking Pan. But I don't know if that's the actual best option for the 10th spot. Zamasu is a good go-to every time you want to use Powerful Opponent or Future. He's a good go-to. But Pan is a better go-to on almost every team because of her green card and blue spawn, sub reduction. It's insane. But then Forku is a good support unit, covers with the swing in. He's an offensive beast himself. It's techie. It's techie. But you know what? I think I'm going to take Pan. I think I'm going to take Pan. I think I'm for sure going to take Pan. I think I'm for sure going to take Pan. Her value is just like... It's like having a guaranteed good thing in your life, and you're not going to swap it out for a risk. That's how I see it. If your life is filled with good things, you don't need to take risks. Pan is going to give you what you need every single time without fail. But a lot of these other units, I feel like they come with a bit more risk. Not Zamasu, but I'm just personally taking Pan over Zamasu. So let me mention one more thing for this Z tier section. Whoops. Let me bring those guys back up. I'm gonna add a section below, right? And I feel like this is something that should be really incorporated if they actually give like MEY a plat, or further make UI units Ultra UI or something. Depends on the user. I genuinely think UI sign could have such a good argument depending on whose hands he's in. I would hold UI sign over Pan in my own hands. I would hold UI sign over 17 in my own hands. I would use Beast, UI sign. Would I use him over Beast? Nah, I'm tripping. That was a bit too far. But you get what I'm saying. Because me using UI sign, I know I'm a skilled player, and the fact that I can dodge without getting hit is crazy. It's almost like a cheat code. It's almost like a cheat code. So for me personally, I'm gonna make that tier, but it's not something that you need to take with so much like, oh, he UI sign is like top 10 for sure. But it's my own preference. I've been feeling about that with MEY for a long time as well. But again, it's to each their own. It's to each their own. With this section here, they can make the top 10 as well from like Kawhi downwards. From Jiren and then after that, it's all opinionated. It's all opinionated. Like it's up to you depending on what units you want to use and what units you value more. But I feel like within the God tier, these two interchangeable, that's cool. Jiren sticks here, the rest is fine. Kawhi downwards, you can change it up if you want. Like a universe rep user is 100% gonna have 17 above, and they probably wouldn't even mention Pan. They probably take somebody else. But me personally, I'm taking Beast every time. I feel like Beast on his team is a lot more irreplaceable than 17 on his team. Pan is everywhere, and then I feel like depending on the user, UI Sign is going to have a lot of shine time because of the fact that he can dodge, he can stall. That is a lot more impactful in the game than you may feel. With these lot here, it kind of just depends on what team you run as well. But again, I could see Zamasu making the top 10. I'm just personally not going to. I could see Forku making the top 10. I'm personally not going to. I wouldn't put Tag 4s in the 10, but some people might. But again, that's down to you. And then, why is this guy chilling here? He's a little inconvenient though. He takes your vanish. I believe he's got an ultimate. Let me order these lots. So I'm gonna put Zamasu. I like this list. I'm comfortable with this list. I'm happy with this list. So we're just gonna solidify it now for the finale, since this is the list I've made. Ultra Hit, Ultra Kid Buu, Gold FRIEZA, Rose, UGB. That's top 5. Jiren, Kawaii, Beast Gohan, 17, Pan. That's the bottom 5. UI Sign depends on the user, and then these are some units that I think could make a top 10, but it also depends on you who's making the list. Okay, so let me know what you guys think about that list. I think it's a pretty neat list. I like it myself. I'm comfortable with that list. Obviously, lists are made from the experiences that you have and also who you fight against, but for the most part, I feel like everything that I've listed is pretty accurate to what you would experience in PvP, down to my own experience as well, since I'm a 30 tier, 35 god rank player or whatever. Not really flexing it, but I'm just saying I play PvP a lot. Appreciate you guys for watching the video. Press the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're on this grind to 50,000 subscribers, man. Let me know what you guys think about the tier list in the comment section below. I'm gonna leave the video like that. I appreciate you guys for watching. My name is Zakashi, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one, man.